Hi, Justin, and I'm here to show you guys my story of how I met Jesus, and I guess big steps in that. Um, yeah, so I guess the reason I'm doing this is I started this account because God really clearly called me to, and now I want to see what He does with that. I guess, see who He can touch with these videos. I made just a really clown video before that was fun, but now I want to start posting videos that can really touch people. Not sure if pizza videos can do that, but maybe, who knows. But yeah, I think this is some real important things, and really I hope this my story can be an encouragement to people out there, like Christians. And so I got notes right here because I got a lot of things, and I want to remember. So hopefully there's encouragement in this. I've done this once before, about 2 years ago, but then on the account that's no more. But we're gonna do it again, so no big deal. This might be about 20 minutes. That's what it was last time. So I don't know. I guess enjoy the ride. Coolio. Yeah. Well, yeah. So basically, as a child, I was well, the only thing I really knew about God was of the Catholic prayer, like the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, because my dad taught me that, and with the hand motions, and I really didn't know much about other than that. I remember wondering like thinking like, what in the world happens when we die, and like wondering that, like specifically when I was riding in a car, and I was just like thinking like, man, what happens? Like, I couldn't even comprehend it. But then slowly in the picture, I realized that God was a thing. And really my first legitimate prayer was, I remember going in my one of my houses in Minnesota. I went to my mom's bed, and she wasn't there yet because I didn't like my room. It was dark and scary. So I slept there a lot when I was younger. But and I remember just superly passionately praying to God for lightning powers. And I wanted them. Like, that was my first one, like a big one. He said no. So far, it'd be really awesome. Gotta be really awesome, But so far, it's not gonna happen. Yeah. But I have not lost hope. Okay. Yeah. So my story began in California. That's where I was born. And when I was 6, I moved to Minnesota, which I am not there right now. I am currently in North Carolina, which is pretty nice. Nice weather. So far it's not treating me the best because I got 2 sprained ankles now. That was my fault. Don't longboard and listen to audiobooks. It's dangerous. But yeah, so I'm living in Minnesota. But and a few years after that, all happened there. I moved. Some stuff went down with my family, and divorce happened and whatnot. And then moved into a rental house, my second house in Minnesota. Yeah. And there's where I had my first exposure to, first exposure to God was in that rental house. That's where my dad showed me that prayer, the Catholic prayer. That's where I prayed for lightning powers, and also that's my landlord. That's really the first exposure I had, because I made friends with his son, and we'd have sleepovers, and a lot of those his dad would have us do Bible studies. And I had no clue what was going on. We read through the Bible. We all had different versions. I didn't know there was different versions. I was just reading it, and it's like, wow, I don't have the same book here. It's really similar, but it's hard to keep along, So that was difficult, but we went there. I didn't care about it too much then, but I'm super thankful for it now. This is when I was in 4th grade. I moved there when I was in 3rd grade. Actually, I take it back. So that's how young I was here, my first exposure. And 2 years later, still living there, and then I started going to youth group with his son. And that was, first time going to youth group, and I was scared because you're supposed to be a 6th grader, but I was a 5th grader, and that's, I don't think it wasn't allowed, but I'm not sure if it was super frowned upon. But either way, I was scared, and I remember my 5th grade teacher coming one of those times, and I thought, oh, he's going to expose me. I was like, dang it, but no, it was all good. Continuing forth, like from there, I went to youth group and all, but I didn't really care about the God parts of the messages at all. I just went there because it was fun. It was a lot of fun. We played football afterwards and had a blast. And that's kind of when I went to like the youth pastor and whatnot. But the youth pastor left the church, and I was like, oh, that's a bummer. I went one day, and then it was just like a prayer day with like the head pastor. I was like, oh, I'm out. I like the old youth pastor. And then I stopped going to church. I mean, I didn't really go to, we call it big church, like normal church service, big church. But I didn't go to big church. I just went to that. But then a new youth pastor came in, and then I thought I'd go try it out again. So, oh yeah, I got a new youth pastor, yay! And I lived really close. I moved to another rental house that was literally right across the street from the church, and I thought he was I thought he was weird, and right away, so I was like, oh, he has a weird voice or whatnot. I was like, oh damn, I'm leaving, and I'm kind of laughing because I'm really good friends with him now, or we're not really close. I haven't seen him, but yeah, I love him now. He's so awesome. It's not even funny. Go by his nickname, call him Skokes. Shout out to Skokes. I'm not sure if you want your name out here, so I'm calling you that. Assuming you'll see this at some point. But then so I left for a little bit longer, but then I got some new friends. These new friends really awesome because they got me to go to youth group again, and still really good friends of mine now, and really thankful for them that they brought me back again. So I went back, and same gig, liked the fun. It was fun again. The whole God part, not so much. Then I remember specifically, I think it was after a youth group, but I was walking home, and it was still daytime. I was looking at the clouds, and I was like, and I just said a prayer to God. I just said, God, I'm pretty sure you're real, and I think I'm gonna go into this gig someday, but today's I don't know, eventually. And then I kind of just kept walking and to the rest of my house and the rest of the way home, and I think God took that as an invitation. Okay, I'm coming right now, because a few weeks later, there's this one island trip that the youth group was taking, and to a Christian camp, island owned by a Christian camp, and Camp Chaminade, if anyone knows what that is. It's awesome. And what's it called? And I didn't think I was gonna go, but then I got convinced to go, which I'm really glad I did, because it was awesome. So I went, and I gotta make sure I go through the list. But I went, and like I said, it was fun the first night. I don't know if this was the first night, but we flipped the floating dock, and got the chain sunk at the bottom, and it's like so deep we couldn't find the bottom of the lake. But so that was fun. But the second night when I was there, I started talking to a good buddy of mine, and I'm not sure if he wants his name out there. I'm not sure if he cares, but probably my best friend that I've had. And I started talking to him. He hit me with something really just right, something I'm not gonna say because that's his life, but either way, it got me talking and interested. I started asking him questions and whatnot, and then we started talking about like what it means to be a Christian or whatnot, and started talking like if I were to accept Jesus into my life, what it would be like. And I remember this quite vividly, because I remember him just telling me that I'd still be the same person, same Justin, same personality, but I'd be made new, all the crap, and I'd be told that I'd lose a lot of friends, and I'd be changed, and God would change me. And I remember that vividly, and this turned out to be true. And then he had me go talk to that weird youth pastor, the youth pastor that I thought was weird, and we walked up. I asked him if we can go on a walk, and then we didn't walk very far. We sat down on a hill, and then, then I got to the point that I accepted Jesus into my life, right there that night, and yeah, and I was stoked. And then fast forward, just once we got back, I was super stoked about God then. I mean, I think that happens a lot to Christians who, right when you get saved, and I just, like, God just became, like, I knew, like, I kind of thought he existed, like, I leaned to him existing before that, but then, like, the Bible became something which just seemed kind of just about someone that's so far away to someone, a real God right there, and I was super interested. The first book I ever read was, First John, and I was just so pumped. I'll make sure I'm to the right place. Keep on the next page. Wow. Whoa, I went so far off script. That's okay. Who cares about scripts? Yeah, but so then I just right there, Christian, and it was great, locked in salvation into the kingdom. And now I guess I'm going to move forward to some really important parts of my faith journey so far. And that was summer of 2014, end of the summer. So I was in ninth grade, going into ninth grade, right? Yes. I'm 20 now, by the way. Sophomore in college. Coronavirus is here, by the way. That's fun. But yeah. So the summer of 2015, go to the next summer. So I've been a Christian for a full year now. It was really awesome. I can't remember if that's when I went on a trip, but either way, the whole summer I was just always near believers. I was surrounded by believers. My friends were believers, and it was just really encouraging. It was awesome. But then coming back to school hit like a bus. Just that environment, just like it didn't take like a month to get into school to where now I was doubting. I had a bunch of thoughts. I was doubting if God really existed. Like I felt like silly. I started asking, am I just following this weird guy in the sky? And is that really worth it? And I feel like I remember a lot of these thoughts happening in government class, or as either government class or homeroom. Same teacher for both, so one of those. Where I had all my thoughts, but then so those thoughts would come, and then thoughts would come like thinking about the origins of life, like atoms and getting struck by lightning, and then all this happened. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Okay, God, I believe in you again. Okay, and then it just kept cycling, and I was like, oh wait, do you exist? Like, no, I really can't get past that. It seems like dumb to not to believe in God then, and I kept going back and forth, and then I decided that this is dumb. That I should go one way or the other, all out. And it didn't seem like I was going to go all out to the not believing. So I was like, okay, God, I'm done doubting. I'm done asking questions. And I know you've shown me, you've revealed yourself before when answering my prayers, but I just forget. So then I decided to go all in right then. That was school year 2015. Sophomore year, I think? Yes. Yeah, sophomore year. And that's when when God really started teaching me. And I guess that step of faith to just fully believe. I see God. It's where I really started to see him. And he really started to morph me in this time to make me more and more like him. Like, this is a time where I didn't really trust a whole lot of people. A lot of my friends, I feel like a lot were fake or whatnot, or just getting caught up in drama. I don't remember too much, though. And then I just kind of went and talked to God and got into his word a lot in that time. So that was a huge step in my faith, and at that point, probably one of the biggest. And yeah, that's probably the biggest step and I'm glad I took, because then, I mean, there's just no other option, and I know I'm on this mission now. And like a big part about like in my journey is like I was like right away when I became a Christian, I wanted to hear God's voice. Like I looked this up on YouTube and like WikiHows. Okay, how do you hear God's voice? Which is not the advice you should be getting for that is in WikiHow. Anyone else? So, wonder if any of you guys do that for things. Terrible. But actually like through that though, I've actually learned that, and just like it's not like he's not a genie which you make talk. I mean, he just does it and you learn. Like one of the clearest time I've heard him speak to me was to actually do this YouTube thing. And I'm gonna do this now, continuing for, which that was 2 years ago. I've been slacking so hard. Kind of. I started, but then a lot of crap went down, and now it's a new channel. But we're doing it. But that's another story which I'll share sometime. But and yeah, so it wasn't me learning, but it was God showing me, and just to hear him just through his word, and just sometimes he just hits me like a brick. Just like, just how God has ways of making his words apply to your day, that your specific situation. So yeah. Now I'm here. I'm in North Carolina visiting my mom. For who knows how long. I don't know. I'll probably get stuck here because of the coronavirus. So that's cool. But actually I shouldn't have said that. That's an end thought. Yeah. Still got a few more minutes here. Oh well. Yeah, and I guess a thought like throughout my journey has been, and I need God for this. Like Moses, I call it the Moses thought. That's what's in my notes at least. But is like I thought I thought it was so cool. Like, man, like why didn't stuff like what God did in Moses' time happen today? And I was wondering like why can't it? Like, and I started asking that question, telling people that, which I thought was interesting. And but then, like God, we have the same powerful God here today, the one that can do, same God. I mean, right here, He's listening to me right now, and watching you as well, listening to this video, not in a creepy way, loving way, but that but I've learned, and God's been telling me to make Him as number one, to submit to Him, like the in that's all our ways, Proverbs 3. Oh no, it's Proverbs 3:5-6. That's what it is, right? Darn, I swear I forgot that wrong. Okay, but either way, just learning to submit more and more to God and to rely on Him, and Him to be my number one. Like I've been going through Ephesians right now, and it's talking about like how life is meaningless and whatnot. And honestly, it is. Like, what's the point? Just go live a good life here and just die? This life is, and really the whole point is what happens after. Like, Francis Chan has this really cool illustration called the rope illustration. We pretend it has this really long rope that's supposed to be infinite, and a little red taped end, which is supposed to be our life. And are we going to care about this, the end part of that, and try to save up, or do we care about the eternal purpose, to serve God right now, and then in the end to to be with Him forever? Because if we care about just the end of the little spot, and if we don't get to know God in this time, accept Him, believe in Him, follow Him, we go, hell's the option. And so I've been kind of learning a lot like that, and kind of realizing that, like, do I love enough people enough to, like, doesn't matter how bad I hate someone, like, do I hate them enough that they have eternity in hell? I was like, heck no, and I want as many people there. So I really challenge any of you guys listening to, I guess, guys, try to bring as many people up there with us as possible. Like, live out the great Matthew 28:19-20, the Great Commission, as much as possible. And we just gotta fight. And it's hard sometimes just to get into life and to get busy. Busy is a tough one. I'm learning that. Like, I'm 20 years old and life's getting more and more busy. And I know if I ask any adults that are actual adults, I know I'm technically adult, they're gonna say it just gets worse and worse. So I challenge that we don't use busyness as an excuse to not get into God's word, or just problems going on, drama, what in high school, whether high school or adult drama, I know, whatever, just to get distracted, or even the good times. Sometimes we get into really relaxing times, and we kind of just forget about God, or not growing in Him or serving Him. We just forget about that. A lot can distract us, good things or bad things. But guys, please take this as an encouragement, as a challenge, and to, I guess, just to go all out for Him, And that starts with our habits. I mean, do we give our days to Him, or mornings? Do we give more time to Him than we give Xbox, Facebook, our phone, or in general? I think Facebook might be dying now. Instagram, yeah. I'm not much of social media, guys. I don't know. So yeah, and it's kind of strange, just kind of going through this life. Like a few years ago, a few years ago, I'd look at like these Christians, or thinking about being these like really Bible people, and I was like, ew, gross. I'm a Christian, but do I want to go that far, or whatnot? Like, that kind of seems like, I don't know, just doesn't have a good vibe. Didn't use vibe back then. Words keep changing. It's hard to keep up. But now I've morphed into one of those crazy Christians who read the Bible all the time, like praying, like wear Christian shirts. I'm not wearing one now, but or a Jesus shirt. I mean, technically it's a Christian shirt. I mean, I'm a Christian. I'm wearing it. But yeah. So that's kind of happened, and so guys, that's my story, and hopefully an encouragement out there. But I plan on posting more videos, fun ones, and also hopefully some just plain fun ones, and mostly Christian ones, skits, other testimonies. And one of my friends is gonna have record her testimony pretty soon here, and continue and hopefully get this rolling. We're not going to stop with this coronavirus. I'm hoping you guys could understand me for the most part, because I don't talk the clearest all the time. Most of the time I don't. So yeah, and hopefully this was encouraging to you in some way or sense throughout the story, and I'll post more stories or more of what I've dealt with. So guys, I guess thank you for watching. Have a blessed day, hopefully. And maybe this is a night, maybe have a good night's sleep. Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay. Good dreams, that's always good. I guess I'll see you guys next time, or you guys will see me. I'm looking at my phone right now on a tree every so often. I guess I'll see you guys next time. So bye.